Yo, so guys, welcome back to another video. This is a reaction to Real Life Lore, and it's actually been quite a bit of time since I've last done a reaction to their channel. I think they occasionally block videos, or that the copyright is really strict, so that's maybe why. But I do enjoy the sort of the content from the channel. I've always enjoyed the videos from the channel, and the previous ones that I've done before have always gone down quite well. So yeah, you all seem to enjoy it as well. And this one is, these are events that will happen before 2050. Again, this probably isn't all proven. There's probably a lot of just guesstimates here and just sort of assumptions, but you know what, I like these sort of prediction videos. I find them quite just fun to see. And I mean, yeah, but let's just get into this one. There's nothing else really to say, but quick shout out to my Instagram, my Twitter, links in the description for those interested. Closing in on 7k on my Instagram, and I've been doing like Q&As and stuff, so I'd appreciate you helping me get to that. And my Patreon, links are all there for those interested as well. A lot of Patreon exclusive videos that have been posted. I'm going to do another one today. Not decided what I'm going to do yet. I don't really know yet. Maybe I'm going to do a BuzzFeed Unsolved. We'll see. But yeah, links are all there for those who care for it. But yeah, man, let's jump into it. Let's see what Real Life Lore has for us today. And I mean, hopefully, actually, this was in 2017. This video was made, so hopefully, from the years that have happened already, so 2018, 2019, 2020, and now 2021, maybe it will predict the stuff that will happen there. But we'll have to see.
This real-life lore video is made possible by Storyblocks.
Oh, not Squarespace.
Click the link in the description for an exclusive 7-day free trial and download photos, illustrations, vectors, and more for your next video or artistic project. So as most of us are probably aware, predicting the future is a very difficult business to be involved in. Unanticipated events can always change what we thought would happen, but we're still free to make our best educated guesses with the means that are available to us. With that in mind, here are the events that will most likely happen before the year 2050 for you to look forward to happening. Starting out just next year in 2018, two new countries may emerge in the form of New Caledonia and Bougainville in the...
Not heard of Bougainville, but I've heard of New Caledonia. Did New Caledonia actually become
Pacific,
a country then?
as they hold independence referendums from France and Papua New Guinea respectively. The FIFA World Cup will be held in
Oh, well, this is 2 years
Russia,
back.
and NASA will deploy the James Webb Space Telescope, which will be significantly more powerful than the Hubble Space Telescope. In 2019, the United Kingdom will officially leave the European Union, and
The funny thing is that didn't even happen. We ended up leaving. When did we end up leaving? Was it 2020? We ended up leaving in 2021 because there was just so much conflicts around it. Fucking bro. Leaving the EU was a mess, man. I still don't even know fully if we've left or not, to be honest. I think we have. I think we have. No, we have, because my girlfriend got a letter saying she had to sign something, otherwise she'd get kicked out of the country because she's not born here. That's what Brexit does to you, ladies and gentlemen.
and the FIFA Women's World Cup will be held in France. The next year in 2020 will
She's not being kicked out though, which thank God for that, because I would have been
probably be quite eventful. The Jeddah Tower in Saudi Arabia is scheduled to be completed, which will become the new tallest structure in the world at a full kilometer tall. The Summer Olympics will be held in Tokyo.
Didn't happen either. Fuck, it's already so damn wrong. Oh, mate.
And Bigelow Aerospace plans on beginning construction of the first ever space hotel that will be able to accommodate 6 very wealthy guests at a time. In 2021, India is expected to launch their first ever manned space mission. And the following year in 2022, China plans on constructing their first very own space station. In addition, the FIFA World Cup will be hosted once again in Qatar, and the Winter Olympics will be hosted in Beijing, China. In 2023, the copyrights on the earliest Mickey Mouse cartoons will expire under current US copyright.
Wait, did you say the Olympics?
And the Winter Olympics
will
be hosted in Beijing, China. In 2023, the copyrights on the earliest Mickey Mouse cartoons will expire under current US copyright law, but 2024 will be much more eventful. The company SpaceX ostensibly has plans on launching their first rocket carrying cargo to Mars this year in preparation of a future manned mission. At the same time, the International Space Station will probably run out of funding in this year and be decommissioned as a result, although this may be delayed until 2028.
So there could basically this space station would just be stopped being used, and then there's China are going to have their own one. Wait, what? Or will this one still be being used? It just won't have as much like focus on it.
Finally this year, the Fehmarn Belt Fixed Link will be completed, which will provide a direct rail and highway link between northern Germany and Copenhagen in Denmark. In 2025, the Giant Magellan Telescope is scheduled to be completed. It will be the largest observatory in the world at this point and have 10 times the resolution power of the Hubble Space Telescope. In addition, the UK will have completely phased out all of their coal power plants.
Oh, wow.
The next year in 2026 will possibly
And probably quite good for the environment as well.
see SpaceX launch the first ever manned mission to Mars if everything goes according to their current schedule. NASA also has plans to send a manned mission to visit an asteroid this year, and construction on the Catalan Cathedral Sagrada Familia will also be finally completed. Construction on this epic church began all the way back in 1882, which means that it will have taken 144 years to finally complete it this year.
Jeez.
In 2027,
What
10
the
years from the current year if you are watching this in 2017, the SpaceX crew that launched the year previously will finally arrive at their destination,
God damn.
meaning that we might witness the first ever humans to set foot on Mars this year. Also, the full autopsy report on Elvis Presley, which was agreed to be sealed for 50 years following his death, will finally be made publicly available.
Bro, that'll be massive news, man. I can see like this, when this gets released, there's going to be documentaries on like Netflix and all this kind of stuff, man. You know what Netflix is going to do with that, man. They're going to cash in.
This year. In 2028, the Summer
Did he die on the toilet? I don't know if that's actually true or not. That's just one of those rumors, isn't it? That he died squeezing a shit out on the toilet or something
Olympics
like
will
that.
be hosted in Los Angeles, California. At near the end of the decade in 2029, the cities of San Francisco and Los Angeles will be connected by a high-speed rail line that can transport people from one to the other in just 2 hours and 20 minutes. But when the 2030s finally arrive, we'll all be in for a very interesting decade. At some point this decade, NASA plans on launching their own manned mission to Mars, so if SpaceX failed to accomplish this in 2027, then NASA will probably land the first
But this is what I kind of like. Even though NASA and sort of SpaceX work together in certain ways, I feel like it's quite good that they're sort of competing, because when you compete with other companies or other countries, that's when like the progress actually happens. If it's just one, like if it's just NASA and then no one else sort of like really there, they're just sort of, I just feel like the progress with these certain things isn't there. But with the competition, it just always speeds up the process of everything happening. I feel like
on the red planet sometime around now. China further has plans on launching their own manned mission to the moon sometime during this decade as well. And Russia has plans on landing their own cosmonauts on the moon in the year 2031. Skipping ahead to 2036, however, and we arrive at perhaps the most ambitious upcoming space project called Breakthrough Starshot. Without going into too much details, the plan should be able to send tiny spacecraft to the Alpha Centauri star system, the nearest other star to Earth. A planet inside the system, Proxima Centauri b, is located inside of the habitable zone here and could possibly be home to some form of alien life. When the tiny ships are hopefully launched in 2036, they will arrive in the system 20 to 30 years later and can take detailed photographs of this mysterious planet. In 2037, we may see the first summer where there won't be any ice in the Arctic, and by 2040, France will have completely banned the sale of all gasoline and diesel vehicles in the country. In 2042, the world population will have probably reached 9 billion people, while Americans of European ancestry will become a minority group inside of the United States for the first time. This year will also probably see the advent of the world's first trillionaire as well. And in 2044, the works of...
A trillionaire? Oh, mate, the idea of someone being a trillionaire just makes me feel sick, man. The fact that there's going to be someone with that kind of money, and then there's just going to be people struggling. I mean, that's how it is now, but like, just that idea. Trillion, that's like more than like so many countries combined. What percentage of today's currency would that be? Isn't 12 trillion like 30%? I think, maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking that. So if it is though, 1 trillion is like, would be like 5% of the GDP of the world right now. Maybe not now. Maybe like 2% or something like that. Not 5. Where did I get 5%?
J.R.R. Tolkien.
No, it would be like 2.5%.
Tolkien, including The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, will enter into the public domain. 2045 is the estimated year of the technological singularity according to the famed futurist Ray Kurzweil, meaning that this may be the year where artificial intelligence will surpass human intelligence, which could lead to enormous and unforeseen changes in society. In 2048, the Antarctic Treaty will come up for review, which could lead to mining and oil industries opening up on the continent for the first time. And
great.
finally,
Here
we
we
will
go.
arrive at the year of 2050. By this point, half of the Amazon rainforest will likely be deforested. About 70% of the world population will be living in cities. About half of the global population may not have access to clean drinking water. The average global life expectancy may be 76 years old. There will be super smart artificial intelligences that will be even smarter than humans. Self-driving cars will likely be normal, and a new world of possibly hundreds or even thousands of people will be living and working on Mars. There are things to be both afraid of and excited for in the future, so let's make sure to work as hard as we can in the present to make our future the best one that we can possibly imagine.
In 2050. Oh wait, what's happening here?
So this number right here.
Wait, I'm covering the number right now. Let me just move it up here. So I know I'm blocking other stuff that's probably quite important, but I feel like the money thing's probably what the focus is right now.
So this number right here is how much these last few images would have cost if I had bought them from a traditional stock image provider.
Oh,
but
it's the ad.
thankfully, I get my images and videos from Storyblocks. With a Storyblock I have used...
I thought it was part of the video. I mean, yeah, shout out. I mean, this is like five years old, so this ad is very old now. But interesting. If you're interested, links in the description to his video. You know how it is. But yeah, man, in 2050, I'm gonna be 49. I mean, hopefully, I'm alive to witness all of this stuff happening. But you never know. 2020 will be very eventful. You got that right. Wait, did he say that? I've probably misheard it. It's 2021, and the Jeddah Tower isn't completed yet. Yeah, so many of these 20 like the ones that the ones that have happened, like the years that have already happened, and so many other things just didn't happen in the end. It just shows how much of an absolute mess these past few years have actually been. This went off rails so fast. 2024 will be much more eventful. Everyone nervous sweating. 2020 will be very eventful, yep. But 2024 will be much more eventful. Shit. These 2020 jokes are so hilarious. I'm crying of laughter right now. 2020 will be very eventful. Then they say 2024 will be even more eventful. Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then pray for us, because I cannot deal with anything like that again. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts of this. Again, I know this isn't factual. I mean, we know that based off the fact that you got so much wrong for the years that have already happened. But I'm just here for the ideas of what could possibly happen, right? And the projections and what things are planned to happen. But yeah, again, hopefully you enjoyed. If you want more reactions like this, suggest them in the comments. And yeah, until next time, like, subscribe. Peace.